Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida is on his maiden visit to India since assuming office. He will be in the country for 2 days, arriving Saturday. He is set to announce a plan to invest 5 trillion yen or $42 billion in India over the next 5 years during his visit. Kishida is likely to announce the public-private funding plan during the 14th India-Japan Annual Summit, Nikkei Asia reported. The Japanese Prime Minister is also expected to approve an approximately 300 billion yen loan during his meeting with PM Narendra Modi, according to Nikkei. An energy cooperation document concerning carbon reduction is also likely to be signed. 10 ministers were inducted into the Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann's cabinet on Saturday. They have identified various issues to work upon during their tenure. Harjot Singh Bais, the youngest MLA to take the oath, told ANI, Arvind Kejriwal brought back the trust of youth in politics. We'll develop a Punjab model and in 2024 make Kejriwal the Prime Minister of the country. 8 people died on Saturday after a bus toppled in the Tumakuru district of Karnataka. Police said that more than 25 persons are injured in the accident. The police suspect overloading as the cause for the bus to topple. The deceased were travelling in a private bus heading towards Pavagada. Russian President Vladimir Putin appeared at a huge rally at a Moscow stadium on Friday, even as Russian troops press ahead in Ukraine in a devastating war. Putin praised his troops in biblical terms in an apparent attempt to motivate them and keep the momentum going. He said, "Shoulder to shoulder they help and support each other. We have not had unity like this for a long time." He added to cheers from the crowd. His statement comes at a time protests at home over the war are being aggressively stamped out. Moscow police said that more than 200,000 people were in and around the Luzhniki Stadium for the celebrations marking the 8th anniversary of Russia's annexation of the Crimean Peninsula from Ukraine. The world is reporting a re-emergence of COVID-19 cases. China and South Korea are hitting new highs in terms of daily COVID-19 cases, mostly being driven by the Omicron variant. China is currently fighting its biggest wave of locally transmitted COVID-19 cases since the initial outbreak in Wuhan in 2020. The nation reported 2 COVID deaths on Saturday, which is the first recorded rise in the death toll since January 2021. The Indian government, meanwhile, has written a letter to all states on Thursday urging them not to let their guard down and to continue to test, track, treat, follow COVID-appropriate behavior and vaccinate the public. Subscribe to One India channel and never miss an update.